Any of y'all know what kind of
Who's replaced him? Has what? Has the princess come?
Siegfried said it's likely that he will take over since he was essentially second in command.
He actually said that he is being crowned as the next lord of the land, ordained.
What kind of carriage?
Yeah.
How old is Princess Yuta?
Princess Yuta, she's about.
How old is the princess?
She's up there.
Me too. She is of age. But the princess is probably the one who should be taking over now. She is of age to take over.
Should she? Probably. Is she? That's not what Siegfried says.
Not good, not good.
Wait, so everyone, does anyone here know what, like, kind of, have you ever seen, like, them, you know, fancy carriages from, like, over in, like, the big cities, you know, the Lord of the Land? Like, what is he, what kind of thing does he, like, ride in, you know? What would that look like?
Hey, Blanc.
Yeah.
Would Chloe know where Princess Yuta resides?
Capital city.
Okay. Right them.
Yeah, what kind of carriages do the kings and the queens or whatever?
I should know this.
Would you say like a really fancy and like actually really pretty dope?
Yes.
I should know this, Blanc.
You would know. Well.
And I'd be telling Carrick, but not sure how. Give me the information so I can explain.
Like we're talking really good.
You would know what the capitals ran. I mean, you would know what their carriages look like, but not like royalty. As far as you know, they don't really have one.
Have a particular carriage.
Just incredibly.
They would have a particular carriage. That just makes sense.
We're talking like a whole bunch of like carriages all connected to each other with like all like probably like guards and stuff like that filling the carriages.
Yes, they generally travel in a convoy.
Yeah, the sort of thing like when you walk up, you know, to it, like you feel like someone's watching you, even in the dark of night.
Yep.
Yeah, that happened earlier. Yeah, I was headed to Red City last night. I was doing watch earlier, and I happened to hear something, and I went to check out on it, and yeah, I saw it. I saw a carriage like that going towards Red City.
What?
We should go and see.
There was a carriage like that going to Red City.
One from the capital, yes?
But I don't know if it's the Lord of the Land or someone else. That's some official.
Well, the Lord's dead.
Then who was that?
Could be Princess.
The Lord's been dead since almost immediately after we left, Siegfried said.
We should go see what.
It wouldn't make sense if like a princess, don't they? Like when one of the big people like dies and they're like, yes, they died, but be calm. Don't they do that? That's like a human thing.
Oh. She should be the ruler of Red City. She should be our lord.
Well, if Blue Guy doesn't want that to be a thing, is he gonna like make it not a thing?
Probably not. He shouldn't. If he does, then we'll have a problem.
Hmm.
We should go see.
Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like I'd prefer to be like, legal to be not legal. I know you can't always like control it, but that'd be dope. Yeah.
Should go see who was being brought to the city. Nothing else. Who was...
Speaking of Red City, what did y'all find there? Was anything going on? Did y'all run into that carriage on the way back, or?
Red City's
we?
got a bit of a curfew kind of thing going on.
Did we run into that carriage on the way back?
You did not. Hang on. Let me check on my now.
Interesting.
Actually,
My timeline here.
is that usual? Is that a typical kind of thing for a carriage to be traveling in the dark of night when it's carrying royalty like that, or whatever?
If they're in a rush, it's not unheard of. And also often they can sleep on the carriage, I'd expect.
After the Lord was killed, I wouldn't be totally surprised if they were in a rush about something, but what?
Alright, well,
Oh,
I know one way or another I gotta check on my parents soon. But, also, like, maybe there'd be more information over at Capital City, I don't know.
We should figure out who traveled to Red City first, though. Yes, goal should be the capital.
and Chloe.
Yes?
Kylan just kind of puts his hand on Chloe's shoulder and leans in close and says, Kiryu's been imprisoned.
Not good, not good, not good.
For, discovered relations with Zai.
Who's Kiryu?
The receptionist, she's...
Dusk Lady.
Oh! The one that took, like, the sword the one time, yeah!
How did they find out? How did they find out that she was working with him?
Good question. I'd like to know as well.
Good, not good, not good, not good. We need to figure out who came to Red City.
Okay.
We need to figure that out.
Well, I would say first things first, we need to find Zai and figure out what the hell's going on, but seeing as Kiryu's been captured, you don't really have anyone to connect us.
So I can wait.
I'm sure he'll, just, show up as we're walking past a tree.
So I
We'll
can
have to
wait.
be
He's
careful.
not. He's not high
Siegfried-
priority right now.
Siegfried let us leave for some reason, but I can't guarantee if you're captured and brought before him that he's gonna let you do the same.
He let us leave because he didn't want to jump out a window to chase after us. On the second story.
Did he said that some guards after you though?
Well, if he
Well,
did, we escaped
did he?
before they mobilized.
You did not see any guards that were chasing after you left.
Because we were too fast.
Had to go fast.
Fast as fuck, boy. I like how the entire point of Kaizen having the mask was to, like, not be able to link his vigilante self and his other self, and the second time he uses the mask, he immediately revealed it in front of like the head fucking person. It's alright, nobody else knows until he tells them.
By the way,
How the wanted posters go up.
Yeah. It's alright, Kaizen will have an assortment of masks, probably.
no, you have to design.
I mean, I have to make more than one, Jesus Christ. I'm not even done with the first one. I did like the mouth and the cheekbones, oh god.
You can see that's the new.
So,
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
I'm gonna do.
rolled 21 for history, and I'm thinking, like, how, compared to, like, Daru and all them, how intimidating, like, how much of a presence, like, a force, comes from, like, Siegfried and Zai compared to them? Specifically speaking as, like, opponents.
Siegfried does seem like the type of person that could hold his own in a battle. However, if you all ganged up on him, he'd probably
Probably.
Expire, huh?
As in most of the people you come across. But
And
on a
Zai?
one-on-one, you probably wouldn't be able to. Zai as well. I mean, if you can pin him down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Zai, I feel like he'd be more elusive. He'd escape more fights than he'd engage in. Well, I do have a bit of a plan, though it's risky and I'm not sure if it'll even work. You remember Jonathan Hong?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you remember how he's in prison or something now?
What?
Agreed.
He
He got caught after curfew.
Yeah, he was out past curfew and he got kicked the crap out of him and taken in for questioning.
Who's Jonathan?
The boy that Hong escorted back to Red City when we were fighting the orcs.
Ah.
It's just slowly, Chloe's face just gets even more horrified.
Yeah.
That's
Kaizen's been
unfortunate.
pretty solemn the whole time, too.
Damn, I have to have you all go to mission
even-
taking flowers or something.
Yeah, so...
Last
I
time I
say-
picked flowers, we angered a giant!
Yeah, true.
We can't even pick flowers, right?
Well, okay, no. Last time when we picked flowers, we angered the giant's dog and then killed it and then brought its tail to him.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And a certain someone was wearing the dog's skin, if I remember correctly.
I was wearing the tail around my
What?
neck because it was too big to put in my bag. So I put it on like a big floofy scarf.
Look, you can't say this piggy flowers because we'll probably fuck it up and anger a dragon next time.
Right. So,
It's fine. Kilby will put in a good word for us.
The little tiny mini dragon. He's like, no, these guys
okay,
are
these
cool.
guys, they got cheese. Dragon's like, oh shit, really?
Dang. Yo, I heard you guys got cheese.
I demand cheese offerings 3 times a day. They didn't
Cheese
expect-
wheels.
Burn down your Hope City.
None of that weak stuff. What was
Cheese wheels are burn.
Alright. Kaizen slams his hand on the table and says, I got a plan. Kind of. A little bit.
Everything off the boat.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that is so cool when he
swipe
slams
everything
his
off
hands
the
on the
table.
table like this.
Swipes everything off the table, just slams down a map and rolls it out. It says, alright, here's the
I was going to
scoop."
eat that bread.
just looks at the foot. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Eric walks up, picks up a piece of bread from the floor, and starts eating it as he walks back over.
Kaza just looks at him kind of strangely before remembering the 5-second rule, and then goes back to his plan.
The bread's a little dusty.
Alright. So, Jonathan. We need to go bust him out. How? I don't know. But, once we do, A, he'll be
him?
free.
Why him? Why not
What?
Kiryu? Why
Can we
not
check on my
Kiryu?
mom and dad
Well,
too?
what? Wait, we can do both.
Why is it?
The only I suspect Kiri would be more difficult because she has confirmed connections with Zai, whereas Jonathan is just suspicious. So they're probably holding him in a less secure cell, if I had to guess.
Did they really beat the guy up?
They beat him out in the street, from what Hong told me.
I'll be alright if I can get to him.
The question, though, I don't think I've said anything about the people.
I thought you did. I thought you said they're like
But they didn't-
kicking him around.
No, just rough with them.
Okay, well then errata what I just said.
I mean, I could retcon it.
Retcon!
Woo! Yeah, they were pretty rough with him, from what Hong told me. Anywho. Hong, do you remember where they took him?
No, I didn't follow him that far. I presume to jail, though.
Well, does anyone else have any other plans, since this one's pretty incomplete?
I feel like Kiryu is possibly the more valuable one to get.
Absolutely, but where is she being held? The fact that she's got confirmed connections with Zai is a big hurdle. Where would they take someone like that? Would they even keep her in a prison, or would they take her somewhere else entirely?
It could be, for the time being, she could be held in the manor before and being taken to the capital.
At some point in all this, if we go to Red City, can we stop by where my parents stay and just not go inside, but like see if we can tell if people are still there? I just want to make sure they're safe.
If you're gonna do that, I recommend it during the day. And before anything else goes down, I want to know your guys' stance on this. You with Sig or against him? Because there doesn't seem to be an in-between. And if you see him in Red City, he's likely to ask the same question.
Likely with guards around him this time.
Naveen says,
Is it just me or... Is it me or... Okay, it probably is just... No. What is my words?
Yeah,
I'm just glad Chris isn't here.
It's my time. So Naveen said what, Blanc?
Oh, I was kidding. Yeah, I was saying that he said that he just wants to.
Oh.
Last week, but of course.
Oh. Yeah. Of course.
Need information. We need to know where Kiryu is.
Well, if that's what I feel like it's a smart plan, so... But... trouble is figuring out where... I could go ask a guard, but...
Do you guys believe that... Do you guys believe that this is all going to end well?
It's not... stage.
It will end... This is a cataclysmic event. It will change everything. But whether that's for the better or for the worse remains to be seen.
So no matter what, it sounds like the cogs of this nation they're turning and spinning, and no matter which direction you choose, we can't just be stagnant, I suppose. So I don't really have the option of just standing by and doing nothing, and I want to do what's right for my family, but you're also some of my only friends, so I want to see some kind of... I want to see the best resolution for this, I guess. And if there's someone that's like really bad that's like involved in this, I kind of just like I want to be the one to like throw him off a cliff, you know.
So, I've been thinking regarding our stance on this. If everyone here agrees on what side they choose, then I've been thinking maybe we could plant one or two of you as a mole. I would do it myself, but well, he already knows my stance with the Hongs as well.
And we did say that he'd have to bring it to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
See what their response would be.
Carrick puts his glasses on.
Someone who can pretend to be on his side and feed us information while some or the rest of us do our best to do what we can and connect with Zai and figure out what's happening.
Red. Do my eyes look like mole eyes?
Oh my god, they're tiny and beady. Perfect.
Like a snake!
Awesome.
Kaizen will like wring his hands and smile evilly. How you choose to go about doing this, do it the Carrick way, I suppose.
But understand, if you run into Siegfried, if the answer isn't yes, there's no in between with him.
You're either with him or against him. Trust us, we tried. And if you're with him, he's going to order you to do things, and if you don't follow orders, then you're against him.
This is not good. Princess back.
Quite bad.
Does this mean we're gonna have to break his kneecaps eventually?
He'll put his hand on Carrick's shoulder and say, maybe. Maybe. We need information. The two biggest information hubs are either against us or MIA.
Kiryu isn't really. Well, Kiryu is also information. She's they captured it.
Maybe. I
The only
hesitate
person who
to
would
say
be
it.
believable in this is Chloe. To be a mole.
Chloe could. I was thinking Chloe might be the most suitable, but Carrick, maybe.
You see,
Carrick-
Chloe very,
Carrick-
very uncomfortable with being suggested to be the mole.
Carrick's bluntness, it makes it seem really, unlikely almost that he would be lying. So if he
Oh, a
to lie,
mole! Like a spy! I thought you were talking about the animal!
there we go. Kind of like snaps his fingers and points at him and just looks back between Hong and Carrick.
It's the Tarek can't. It's the lying either.
Like I said, I would do it myself, but it's a bit late for that. Now, of course, you can tell him whatever you want, except for the fact that you've had contact with us after you become his mole.
Hey, what are we doing with Dwarf Dude over there?
Yeah. Is he conscious yet, Blanc?
Yes, he is.
Roll a dex save.
Oh boy.
Oh, good grief. Roll 20, why are we doing this? Okay, hold on.
Dex save. Dex save, huh?
Oh, hold on.
Say dex, we'll go with dex.
There we go.
Well, I think Hong passes.
Damn it.
Nine.
So, as soon as you say, what about the dwarf? He starts sweating a little bit, thinking that he could make a break for it before he can leave. And then once you mention him, he rushes to get up and runs towards the door. And so, Hong, if you want to do something, time slow as he runs faster.
Was he untied at any point?
Yeah.
Hong trips him.
He just falls to the floor, saying all the curse words you're not allowed to say in school.
There's the other problem. He is like, I can't really trust him to keep quiet about any of us being a mole.
No, I had mine. How does his voice go again?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, that's not his voice.
I was going for Torbjorn. What is his regular voice?
Isn't it something like Irish or Scottish or something?
Scottish.
Yeah.
He's a
I can't distinguish between the two, sorry.
I've got no alignment
Yeah,
to
me
damn
neither.
Red City. I'm just trying to go back home. You already destroyed all my crap.
Oh yeah, speaking of that,
that you're in trouble.
how much was all of this?
Fine, they gave me the stuff to do.
Well,
Why is
I
trying to
mean,
keep unlocking me out?
Kaizen will give him 1 gold piece for his troubles.
Spits at you.
Kaizen will condescendingly say... Kaizen will condescendingly say to him, don't spend it all in one place.
He just gripes. Looks over to his.
Hong says-
face.
Hong says how much?
Oh, there's a good amount of stuff. About 20 gold. He's gonna spend it all too. Making my wife a real nice place to live.
You have a wife?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say, I forgot Carrick spent, he sat there talking about how his life is great and how he loves his job, and then Carrick just pulls out his cannon and just starts maintenancing it, not paying any attention.
Hong gives him 20 gold.
He looks you in the eyes. I guess we'll be fine.
Kaizen will give him 10 too. Like, Hong keep 10, Kaizen will give him 10.
He wiggles
Split the bill,
in his ropes, trying to like fight you off. Say, I don't need your money.
Well, you said a dwarf doesn't leave without his property, right? Or at least the proper payment.
What you're doing there is a thing. It's a bribe, isn't it? Like I said, I don't care about anything that's going on in New York City.
Rather so you can leave the matter of the shackles.
We're buying the shackles right now.
Hong
Go,
nods.
take it or leave it.
Thanks for
Touch it.
keep your money. He says begrudgingly. Just untie me and we're even.
Oh, he unties him straight away.
He
He was always going to.
He dusts himself off and just
Honk's
fucking cactus.
You don't have anything.
What about your wife?
And then you insert it.
Seems like the landscape of Red City's changed a little. I'll have to find something else going on. Or stay in the Dwarven mines for a little bit longer.
Please don't make any shackles anymore. Please. Not in the next one.
To be honest, I did feel a little guilty making it. A dwarf's life is making what he makes.
Sure, you can.
My life is something like that too.
Better
But
shackles.
sometimes you're also alive.
Carrick just blinks once.
What do you think?
I remember now.
Sorry. You're the biggest, fattest persuasion of your life.
Oh boy. Only I was Resco.
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
Well. Well. That is as big as
Right
that
to the
is
heart.
persuasion.
He walks up close to you and looks you in the eyes. So, like, really close. Yeah, the guys are about the same size anyway, so he's like, eyes with you, just looking at you. And he says, you know what? I've always had a bit of respect for you. I won't promise that I'm not going to make anything bad. But I'm not going to sell to people like whoever the hell bought these. I can't imagine what it'd be like if they were
Hey.
enslaving my people.
Hey, I've made some things that like kill things, so
Oh yeah, killing things.
it's
are cool.
okay. Yeah. It is pretty cool sometimes.
He holds out his hand towards you, and he spits in his hand first and holds it towards you.
Carrick spits in his hand and shakes his hand.
Scout's honor. Am I allowed to leave here?
Yeah, make a break for the hill.
Yeah.
Can I have a horse that's in the carriage?
Go for
It's
it.
yours.
He does a yippee thing where he like jumps up and claps his feet together and walks on his way.
And just be careful with when you unhobble him.
Ah! What the hell do you want me to say to Siegfried?
don't care what you say.
Tell him everything except what you just heard.
So what's that?
Terminate you all.
Honk says that we're already all kind of incriminated.
Yeah. Unless we're going with the mole plan.
If you find it appropriate, you can
However-
see you struggle to escape.
We did already tell him everything. Except what just happened, obviously.
You could say we're attacked by bandits.
Of course, you were incapacitated for most of it. And then I would just say,
It's up to you what you say from now.
maybe say the bandits knocked you out instead of us. You know,
Hey,
just
dude,
for-
live your life, I guess.
Yeah, you're alright, demon. That was a pretty funny remark. Alright, I'll try my best. Thanks for kidnapping
Guys don't
me
just
and
wink at him.
beating me up.
I'm sorry I had to hit you.
I'm ready to go again every Monday through Friday.
Walks out and leaves.
How bad did he smell? Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say he had quite a bit of a musk to him. Like he hasn't taken a shower in a couple days. However, the whiskey smelling is fine across around.
I really hope I don't smell you later.
Would Chloe know where Kiryu might need to be kept in the manor?
The most impressive thing about that guy is how he works while he drinks.
You know, would Kaizen have any kind of clue where they might be held? Because, you know, he may or may not have been incarcerated a couple of times.
Would you have been incarcerated in the manor? Somewhere similar?
It's just like a prison type thing with like a warden and a sheriff and that type of stuff.
Would Hong know anything about that from when he lived in Red City?
Would you have ever gotten locked up or visited somebody in jail?
Not locked up, but his dad was a pretty big merchant.
Unless you explicitly went to the jailhouse, you wouldn't quite think of anything that's going on there.
Yeah.
Time to make up some random backstory bullshit explaining how you went to jail and saw the inner workings and everything.
And so remained a respected member of the merchant community.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like you were considering, your dad was considering buying a building or something, right? So it was like a old, decrepit prison, maybe? I don't know. It's your job.
I like where you're trying to go with this.
Me too, I respect it, but I'm not feeling it.
No, I'm being lazy because it's not my job to come up with the backstory, it's his. I'm just giving a general idea.
Does it feel like something what Hong would do, though?
No,
It isn't.
not at all. It's a joke. Well, so,
Anyway, let's get back on this railroad.
yeah, so would Kaizen know where she would be held if she was being interrogated?
Interrogation? There is a room in the courthouse for that. I believe you all, well, I don't know if you all would know. There's a courthouse at least.
It has been about a day since, and judging as Kiryu is one of Zai's most trusted people, I'd assume, because she's the only person who we can manage to connect with them with, I'd say she won't crack very easy. She
She
might be in there.
still doesn't
She might
know
still be-
where Zai is half the time, though.
True. She's the only person who does half the time. Anywho, if she's being
By the way,
Hong's gonna go outside real quick and examine the orc corpses, but he leaves Kilby to keep track of the conversation. Let him know what's going on. Oh no, Cosme.
The orc corpses don't have anything on them, apparently. Chloe. Oh yeah, Chloe has your great access. I mean, great access.
if she's being held anywhere, I'd put my money she's still in there.
the great
That's what I
access.
was about to
Hey,
say
great access.
before I got disconnected.
The great axes are sitting next to her pack on the floor.
Can Hong tell anything about where the orcs came from? What area of the forest? What camp?
I mean, you could probably track down where they came from, yeah. But as far as, like, this is a different forest? Yeah, this is a different forest than what you're used to. So it's not like that pocket of area that you would frequent before.
Okay, so
But you can track
basically, he won't do that quite yet. He's just making sure that it's not orcs moving in the area that would affect the village. So he comes back
far
again.
out, and it's disconnected from the normal forest, so you don't have any reason.
Seemingly random question, Blanc.
Yeah, what's up?
Did we end up meeting with the wolf girl again in the months where we would go out at least once a week?
Kaizen did, at least.
Let's see if she's feeling like it. You did not.
But Kaizen did.
Did you?
We talked about this, remember? Yeah. Your head paths and food?
Ah, you were tracking her down because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you did track her down. Okay, well, we'll say that you found her. Gave her some good pads. Whatever else I said, I can't remember.
The real point is that it's Chloe. My idea is Chloe is suspecting that they're not going to be in Red City for too much longer. She wants to leave at least a note for her. Just whether if she has to leave a note or she's able to see her or something, sort of thing.
Well, you do.
I don't know about Chloe, but Kaizen's definitely gonna head towards the courthouse.
Soapy Village
Real
is
quick,
on the way
Blanc.
back. Yeah, what's up?
So when I was using detect thoughts on Siegfried and I probed a little deeper, he said something about like what the hell is Bay doing?
No, he said.
It's like the last thought that he had.
What the hell are they doing?
They.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait, no. It was more like, what the hell did they do?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought he had mentioned his specific name. Cool.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Well, are we going after Kiryu then?
Good.
Prison break style?
Go try and find her.
Alright, so Carrick, you blast a hole in the wall. Me and Hong will run in and grab her and drag her out, and then I don't know, Rock can make a distraction or something.
Distraction dates.
I feel like that boy's not gonna make it out alive.
Might need to.
Yeah, maybe I'll just like. I'm sure someone here can make smoke bombs.
Well,
I
See, the
suspect
smoke
they're
wouldn't
to
be a
change
problem,
them.
Pike.
actually, he's
Smoke
so
wouldn't be a problem.
distracting. He's so distracting, really, that even if he was caught and people like grabbed him or whatever, I don't think they would suspect him of like anything.
He's not the brightest tool in the box.
Shit's here.
Also, considering he doesn't know anything about what's happened, even if they did try to interrogate him, they wouldn't get anything out of him.
We should
I'd
ask him.
rather it not come to that, though.
We should ask him to keep an eye out going on in the city. Not tell him anymore.
Hey, Blanc.
Yeah, what's up?
Can we assume that Hong and Kaizan had a long rest?
Yeah, of course.
Since... Okay, cool.
I'll allow it, but you didn't. Technically.
Yeah, what? We went to go rest in his shop.
Well, I mean,
I
like,
think that was
after
probably a
his-
short rest.
I think he's trying to get his second off. But yeah, you could say that it's
Yeah.
been
Oh.
such a long trip.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
okay. Wait, damn it, I should have used Charm Person on Siegfried. That would have been good.
Okay. I will say that would have ended terribly. Regardless of what you guys said.
Doesn't that have an intelligence limit on it?
It does, but
Intelligence,
Wisdom.
there's a save, and also I think they know that they've been manipulated magically once the
Afterwards.
bell wears off.
Yeah.
Which only incriminates you even further. So aren't you glad you didn't take it?
No. I should have taken it. I mean, I'm already a criminal. What's being more of a criminal gonna do?
Easy getting back in the good books. Freshly help the city.
I mean, I honestly feel like trying to get information out of him because we have no fucking idea what's happened isn't, when you really talk about it in that sense, this shouldn't really take much to get back on their good side.
Magic is still magic. It's weird.
Especially if we actually learn that he had something to do with this. He's not letting something on. And that would especially let us get back on their good books because we discovered something that we otherwise would not have.
Anyway,
So, crew, what you gotta do?
We're gonna bust out Kiryu Prison Break style, and Kaizan's gonna lead the charge because I feel like it's a pattern at this point. But Kaizan's not gonna lead the charge. The masked vigilante's gonna lead the charge. Actually, no, because he's being seen with the group of adventurers, so it'll probably just be Kaizan. So that's further incriminating Kaizan rather than the masked figure. Maybe the masked figure just had a random team up.
Could the
guys
masked
help.
figure is the masked figure well known enough to cause a distraction if he showed up in front of whoever's guarding Kiryu? Because I didn't know about the vigilante thing until like last session.
Yeah, right. Because I had been doing it since before last session, totally. Yeah, no. Last session was the first appearance of the masked figure.
Okay.
And then his cover was blown immediately upon talking to Siegfried.
Maybe. But you still don't understand what Siegfried's play is in all this.
Or if he even took
Maybe
any
he
note
plays the
that Kazan
drum.
was wearing a mask, you know? Maybe he
Maybe the
didn't even
harmonica.
pay attention to that.
Might be a guitar guy.
I need to level up Shine as well, don't I? Fun. Okay.
You know, I noticed that he didn't take notes down about Kazan wearing a mask.
Do check all traits. Yeah, that's right.
God damn it. How am I supposed to decide what alter ego to use for what activities when both of them are criminals?
So, it sounds like
This
what
is
we're
entirely
deciding.
why I made the alter ego, and now both of them are criminals. There's not any point anymore except wearing the mask because it's cool.
So would this make everyone criminals in Red City and Capital City? Or just Reddit City?
Well, they suspect us for killing the Lord of the Land, and going against them is likely to only further incriminate us.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
likely be outlaws in both, if I had to guess. Anywho, are we breaking out Kiryu now, or what?
Don't you scared? Why are you like that?
Oh hey, I don't have a zero ability check anymore. Yay. Anyway, Nah, Shine would be absolutely useless.
Interesting. She could be a distraction.
What is this soundtrack from? I'm almost certain I've heard this before.
This is Legend of
Legend of what?
Legend of I'm only playing it because it's a guitar.
Maybe I've just heard it like in session, probably.
Yeah, this is the battle theme of the last session.
I'm trying to
Say this is oddly familiar.
damn it! Neither Chloe nor Shine are particularly useful. Try and break someone out. Because Chloe is good in courts and can probably figure out how to get around without being noticed in a manner. But that's it. Be utterly useless in a court situation. And Shine is too outdoors as inspire people by shouting at them and shouting really loud and lopping off people's heads.
And it's beautiful. It's truly art.
And also, Shine is most definitely bi.
Understandable.
Whereas Chloe is 100% straight.
All straight, but not interested in any of the guys in this thing. Fucking. Yeah, I see how it is.
Sure. I don't think anyone's figured it out.
Now I'm thinking really hard.
who Chloe might like.
Yeah. This carrot, really. That's my only thought, honestly.
Enough out of context. Why did I bring this up?
It's Carrick, isn't it?
Ah,
Why did I bring this up?
ah.
So anyway, Kiryu stuck in prison. Kaizen asks you all.
Yeah, so we
Are you
going to
to
bust
break
her
up
out or
Kiryu?
what?
Of course, she's
Okay.
our only lead so far.
David had a good bet.
It's more of a question of, are we doing it now?
Yes, but we needed. How are we gonna do it?
Well, Carrie can Eldritch cannon the wall, and, you know, from there we just kind of grab her and run if she's there, and if she's not, then plan B, which is improvise, I guess?
That's always my
Figure out
plan.
where she is.
Says Chris.
Figure
My
out
plan B
where she
is
is
I have
before we
no
do
plan
anything.
B.
You know what?
Yeah.
Chris Bates
No,
is
I'm
my
kidding.
My voice. Now I can DNPC.
That's not in character. Kaizen's not stupid enough to say that. Just to be clear.
So we're gonna kill the people or what? Says Chris Bates. The murder hungry guy.
Kaizen's I've considered it.
Don't have enough information yet.
Yeah, I'd like to squeeze some more information out of Siegfried before we
Can't.
I guess we should avoid blowing people up for now.
I don't
no,
agree
I
with
never
trying to
said
break through another wall, especially in the middle of Red City. Won't help us any.
it'll help if Kiryu's on the other side.
But in the moment, not anything to any time after that.
Why is this girl so important?
She's
She's our only lead
Possibly.
this eye.
possibly the one who holds the most information and that would tell us.
Hmm.
She also is like important person.
She's reasonably, but we need to get
I
her.
guess she
We can't
she
risk
did,
her
like,
going to the capital
chaos
city.
and stuff.
Where she is.
I still wonder what that whole cabin thing was about. Or cabin, you know what I'm talking about. The thing that was moving. Carriage.
Caravan?
Yes.
Carriages. Carriages.
Chloe now suspects that
504.
Chloe now suspects that the convoy of carriages will end up taking Kiryu back to the capital if it stays too long. Now, how to put that into Chloe's words? Yes, the carriages we need. I suspect that might end up taking Kiryu with them back to the capital if we're not careful.
Well, they were headed.
Break here.
They were headed to Red City last night. So, by the time we get there, would they just have already taken them and be headed back?
Maybe we shall see.
Are there any other ways to get to Capital City other than this way?
There are. I mean, Chris Bates says there are.
Any others that would?
Lost.
Okay, are there any others that royalty's likely to take?
A person in a royal person from the capital. Not exactly. The king hasn't left his palace in quite some time, as you all would know from your history with the land. And the princess has been in the palace for quite some time as well. I mean, I guess someone from another city, they travel around, but it's unlikely. And it also wouldn't be a capital city thing. It would be like Yellow City or Blue City. But this specifically is a capital city carriage, according to Carrick.
Chloe trusts Carrick.
Convoy of carriages.
So what color is this capital city named after?
Capital city.
Doesn't have a color.
Lame.
I thought about calling it Opal City, but then I was like, nah, it's the capital city.
But its color scheme is opal.
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
And that carriage had the best design I've seen in a long time.
It is my stone city! If that makes sense to you.
Birdstone?
Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Jinx.
You said it after me.
Yep.
I said it. No, I.
After.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, hold on. Hold on. Because you said it, and then it was delayed because wireless communication, internet stuff, and then when it got to me and it was delayed, I said it at the same time it arrived to me, so it still counts.
I'll allow
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. Fair enough.
Blanc DMs the internet.
Overruled.
Yes, it's been
Just,
about
hey man,
an hour and a half.
I owe this guy a coach.
Breaking news! Blanc is the internet now.
He's the internet.
He is the internet. He always was the internet. He is the true internet.
Friends.
Hey, Oi Blanc. Hold on. It's something I've searched recently. Damn, I don't.
Chloe opens up the Circlet of the Dragons Bible.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Got
hey
there.
Blanc, you show me the pog face.
Wait, what?
And Blanc's just like, what?
Chloe flips through it.
It's
Realizes that it's absolutely useless.
oh, good. I don't have to tell you that it's just the same thing. It's a bunch of ways to live, a bunch of teaching you about how to, be a good dragon hostess. To pledge your life towards it, all that jazz.
How are we doing this, guys? We're going to save Kiryu, correct? That's the plan?
Yep.
Stop getting sidetracked and figure out how we're doing this. Because this is like, what, the fucking 80th sidetrack we've been on in the past half hour? Since deciding that was the plan?
Carrick goes back over to the table and he picks up one of the breads that he was going to give to Kilby, but Kilby didn't want, and he eats it.
I appreciate your contribution.
Alright. We should go. Have to
Okay.
find Kiryu.
What are we gonna interrogate Siegfried? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Please stick alone for now. We need Kiryu first.
Oh, come on. Don't be a Zai about this. Tell me the plan.
Do you think Chloe actually has a plan?
Punch whatever gets in your way really
What
hard.
to do? Or throw it off a mountain, whichever comes first.
We're rolling to it with that.
I have been trying to figure out a plan, but there's literally nothing. It's like, well, no, there's. I don't have
Well,
anything helpful from
I
Chloe.
feel like
Well,
the best way we could get information about what we're going to do in Red City, maybe going to Capital City. But we might
Isn't that gonna
also be
take too
wanted
long?
there.
Won't
I
it be
mean-
days until we get there, and then by that point, Kiryu may spill the beans.
Hmm. What beans is she gonna spill?
Hell if I know. She's the only one that knows anything about Zai as far as we know.
Do you mind having Kilby
Know
roll a
that much
wisdom
either.
save?
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm trying.
You're good, you're good.
Maybe instead of an Eldritch Blast, maybe Kaizan and Chloe could just like do like a synchronized strike to bust through the wall.
Definitely things I could use to make that easier, but it wouldn't
Why is it?
be particularly.
I might be able to make the wall open like a door.
Is that a thing I can do, Brent? Do you think that's a thing Carrot can do? Open a wall like a door?
Is that a thing you can do? That'd be cool.
just, like-
Maybe with magical tinkering?
He just like pulls out a hammer, just like taps three of the bricks, and then like they just start to glow, and they just act like hinges as he swings open door made of bricks.
I think
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be really awesome.
Is
Yeah,
that a
how
D20
realistic.
Blanc?
What's that?
Sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not letting it go through for some reason.
Yes,
So I'm
it's a
just trying
D20.
to
Huh.
figure out how to.
Turn off your dice rolling. That might help. It was doing that for me for one session.
There we go.
She gets just a very short flash of Sael into his head, and she feels good about that feeling of seeing him. The Dragon Priestess.
Any first.
Priestess or priest?
Priest, yeah. Totally. I mean priest.
I didn't think Sayal was trans.
I'm sorry.
You're also saying Kilby is a he.
I'm sorry.
She.
Yeah, he's
Everything
mixing
is
up his
gender
pronouns.
reversed.
It's okay.
Chloe just randomly
Wait a second.
it turns male because she can.
Wait a second, Blink, are you injecting your Pride Month shenanigans into...
I gotta use my my pride badge I got from Apex.
Mind you, that is the reason why I did say that
Okay.
Shine is bi.
So Kilby sends that image to Hong, and Hong tells him that Kilby just got a flash of the Dragon Priest.
And she
She
liked.
seems happy about it.
Well, that's mildly troubling.
Chloe is quite clearly not happy about it.
Isn't that where we found Kilby? Like, the dragon priest dude?
He did nothing about it. It was all us.
He took part in Kilby's summoning, but aside from that,
Is this in reaction to Chloe opening up the Circle of the Dragon
Who knows?
prayer book?
guys, I'm now seeing like how everything is going awry and weird. He just pulls out his sword and like expects something to happen.
Sword says, "Fuck you won't."
He just like looks into his reflection and say like, "You're not gonna do something, are you?"
It's still waiting for you to make a pact.
I made a fucking pact. I made 2 pacts. What do you mean?
A sacrifice. A better sacrifice. A better pact.
What? Sacrificing my ability to speak fucking Infernal wasn't good enough? Giving fucking, what was it, 60 years isn't good enough? You know what? I
Hey.
feel like this is a bit one-sided, isn't it, Sword?
Yeah,
How
once
much
they
do I have to
bonding
give
pact.
to earn your... Yeah, but like, how do I know you're trustworthy enough to bond with, huh?
Gives it 60 years of my life. Ah, yeah, I still don't know if you're trustworthy or not.
Oh no, yeah. Like I said, Kaizen was kind of down to do that even if he didn't get anything back. Because outliving your comrades doesn't sound very fun.
Interesting.
It's why then we're realizing that he was not going to actually probably outlive anyone, except for maybe
Still,
Carrick and
You
Hong.
know, Carrick definitely, Hong maybe, the kids definitely.
Carrick's like the family pet. Like, yeah, you're not gonna live that long. You'll love you.
Carrick's already like halfway through his life at like 20.
He can live, if not that much, less than human. His life expectancy is like 80. It's not that bad.
It's about like your average human.
Well, actually, average humans live to 120 in this world, I believe.
Well, the average lifespan of a human is 120. No, the lifespan not the average. The longest lifespan a human can roughly live is 120. However, the actual life expectancy is far lower.
Ah, so that means Carrick's is also far lower.
Yeah, he is pretty old for a lizardman under 5e law.
I must find out now. Rarely lives longer than 60 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, Carrick.
However, by being adventurers, your life expectancy always goes up. If you don't die.
Well, actually,
Yeah, your
Finds
life
the fountain.
expectancy goes up, but also makes it so that you're far more likely to die of, being killed than aged.
dying.
Does that make
Hey guys,
sense?
so anyway, I made the Fountain of Youth. That's what I'm gonna call it.
It's just a gun.
Wait, really? Gosh dang it.
Well,
Okay,
that's
hold
an
on.
insight. We need to go find. We need to go do Kiryu.
I would love
Sword.
Oh, I said let's go.
Hmm.
to see what is.
Hold on.
What are you rolling for? I would love to know.
Sword.
Trying to see if Hong can figure out anything about that image flashing into her head because of the third eye thing that the Elven Elder mentioned.
As far as you can tell, maybe it's
Obviously, he
because
doesn't pick anything up.
he's having some sort of telepathy with him. Who knows?
Preston's asking the sword if it can do anything about the Kiryu situation.
It gives you a confused emotion.
AKA, tell me more deals. Not really many that seem worth it at this point.
There's always a
Yeah.
pack to read. I mean, a
That's
pack
my
to-
proficient use.
What's it called?
I'm going to head off. Is
I'm not trustworthy. If you want me to take a pact, it better be lopsided on my end.
Well, I shall see you guys later then. I'm off to at least try and see what these carriages were. And Chloe walks out the door.
Kaizen's headed to Red City anyway, just for different reasons.
You say carriage was for?
Yeah, but Chloe's going. I'm at least going to try and figure what that is. Try and figure that
was
out.
always going with y'all anyway.
Kaizen
Yeah.
is hella ready to attempt to bust Kiryu out right now.
Hong follows.
In other words, I was kind of suggesting, let's just get on with it.
Don't put your thing.
That's what I've been saying for the past fucking hour.
I think we all tried.
Really, you'd be closer to about right here. Well, not exactly, but you're making your way down there.
Well, first
Making
off,
our way
Kaizen would like
downtown.
walking fast. Carrick, could you like you know how you enchant things, right? And stuff
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you could perhaps make
Mhm.
this mask you know, I don't know, stealthier? Could you do some kind of enchantment that would assist Kaizen in his activities he partakes in while donning it?
Long.
Yes.
Yes.
What does the walls look like of Red City
They're just made of brick.
in terms of scalability?
Oh.
In terms of scalability,
Think like.
and how high are they?
Let's see, maybe about 20 feet tall.
Crenellated?
What's up?
Crenellated?
What does that mean?
Oh yeah. Are they crenellations?
Thanks, dictionary. Now,
Still
what
don't
is
know what
I
a
think-
crenellation is.
Damn it! Damn it!
it?
Ugh.
I'm sorry, okay.
Are you talking about, are there holes? Is there texture? Is
Yeah,
it like
well,
laid brick?
laid brick, but not in
Oh.
a way that...
What are you trying to go for?
Image. This is what crenellations looks like. Go with D&D chat.
Is
I mean,
was
Kaizen can and does scale the wall, kind of constantly at this point.
Well, that's big.
is
Once
Sobe
upon-
Village
It's got- damn it,
is Sobe Village the same village where there's like the wolves and stuff?
Yes.
Yep.
God damn it.
I mean, if anything, we could always get one of them to like go in and see if they can see or find out where she is before we go inside.
Oh no! Hurry up! I have an idea.
Hmm?
It's a bit over 20 feet. Well then, awesome. There we are. It's in D&D chat.
Hey, what I miss?
So, are the castle walls crenellated? Castle
Hmm,
walls, the city's walls.
mildly, but it's definitely not done in a way that makes it scalable, like, to the average person. You'd have to be pretty adept at scaling a wall. They built it in a way that it's hard
Kaizen.
to climb up it.
Kaizen's
As-
just
if the-
fucking spider.
If there's crenellated, it makes it easier to throw something to jam, tie something onto a rope to then jam it between the crenellations to then have a rope up to the top of the wall.
Like a grappling hook.
I guess I'll say yes in your case, but normally, like, normal people wouldn't be able to climb it. Like a commoner, you know, it's not one of those childhood
No, it's like-
wall kind of thing.
I.e. a rock climbing wall
Yeah,
or a traverse wall.
probably. Also, Kilby doesn't know anything. All she knows is that this picture of the priest flashed into her head, and she liked it. It was a positive experience for her.
Kilby! Can Kilby tie knots?
And Chloe was yelling at Kilby for a minute.
Can Kilby tie knots?
Fucking Kilby, goddammit.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that Kilby can tie knots. No.
Kilby, what are you thinking about? Sael? No!
Show me
Can
what you're
Chloe-
doing. No.
Can Chloe judge how big of a loop she'd have to tie to be able to loop a rope around the crenellations?
It's pretty high up, but I'm pretty sure you could think of it.
So watch straight intelligence
No, you just
or history.
you look up and you can tell it. You know, yeah, it's probably about this size.
Can someone good at tying a knot? Tie this to yada 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 size to be able to loop it over the top of the crenellation.
I can tie a knot.
Well, can you scale the wall to get up there first?
No,
We have Kilby.
we do.
If you tie the knot, Kilby can.
Fly up and put it
Fly
over the
up.
top, and we're good.
I was thinking simpler, like, Kaizen could just climb and tie the knot, but that
I
works
could.
too.
We could also like shoot it out. As on whatever works.
Or we cannot make big obvious noises and just tie a knot and loop it over the the rampart.
Yeah.
We're trying to bust somebody out of prison.
Thinking about this, what does everyone bring to the table? Because I know some people bring negative stealth points.
Polly brings negative stealth points.
Yeah, that's precisely who I'm talking about here.
Not negative.
Carrick
just
has
doesn't-
one stealth point.
And negative.
You have negative and
-1 and disadvantage to stealth.
Oh my dear.
Yes, I have a crap dex!
Holy crap. Okay, wow. It'll be alright.
And then she always somehow is on the top half of the initiative. Somehow.
No, not really.
And Kaizen's almost always in the lower half.
This is my stealth.
I mean, you remember how many times Chloe's hit like 15 and above on initiative rolls?
And still can't hit.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Either way, has Carrick tied the knot?
I can tie the knot.
In Draconic. Gilby, can you fly this up and loop it over one of the sticky uppity bits? Please.
And then Hong has to translate because she still doesn't speak Draconic.
Oh, yeah,
Kilby
that's right.
speaks Draconic. Kilby speaks.
She just can't speak back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hong can't speak Draconic.
Are we like right next to this village here?
No, I can. I rolled for
You
it.
learnt it. Aha, awesome. Hong can speak Draconic.
Wait, what'd you say?
Chloe's teaching works!
So I'm like,
Choose a skill. Level up.
Do what?
what's that, Carrick?
What'd you say? Is this village like are we like right at it?
Yeah. Well,
Immediately, I was asking about it when we were about here.
yeah, that's still Sylvie Village.
Because okay, so I was gonna say Carrick just run into the village real fast and find out if someone's willing just to go into Red City with him. Just go into Red City real fast and look for someone.
Oh wow, the houses now! Awesome!
Yes.
Yes.
I guess you're right here. A couple of them are out in the woods. You see some kids playing, maybe like in this area, and immediately when they see you, they run into the house. And like you see a couple people farming over in this area, and when they see you, they run into the house. You get the impression that they're not people,
We're not-
villagers.
Carrick's not even an outlaw yet, and they don't.
I saved them.
Yeah, they don't They don't remember him. That's so sad. Kaizen would be so sad if he came back and the kids like ran and hid from him after he juggled knives for them.
Kirk doesn't even. He's just like, this is the elders thing, right?
Yes.
Right here. Kirk just goes up to the front door and knocks on it.
Hey.
Ah, yes, Garrick. Hello. Ah, sorry about that. Where'd everybody go?
You're fine.
I don't know. Anyway, me and my crew were all like, we're trying to like do something. And I was just curious if, like, you could like help us out in a bit of like a spot. Like, we just need someone to go into like Red City and see if they can find someone for us, and we can't really go there right now.
Is everything okay? The people here aren't really
Yeah, everything.
people. We tend to
I mean, I'm
keep
not
to
a-
ourselves.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
we could give them some gold or something.
You see a kid like pop out from this house and like looks up like gold, and then like you see another hand like yank them back inside. What exactly are you trying to do exactly?
There's a lot of like political stuff going on right now, and like we're just trying to like find our friends and like my parents, and it just wouldn't be good if we showed up there right now.
Understand.
Meanwhile, we're climbing over a wall.
He ponders over it for a little while, until eventually he asks, "How much money are you paying?" With a desperate look.
Pretty sure.
All the apex skill that Blanc has, which is a gigantic amount.
I guess this is kind of important. I could
No,
do
1,000 gold at least.
I could do 15 gold.
15! And right as you say 15 gold, like all of these houses, they just open up immediately. And they're just looking at you intensely from the door. Very shyly. And like one of them is just, one of the kids are tugging the parents' leg and saying, "Mommy, mommy, it's a snake." We couldn't possibly take that much, but no. No. You've said
Okay,
this
like,
before.
what about like 1 gold?
I'll take it.
Alright. Alright.
He'll snatch it from your hand and storm off.
So I kind of need that like now. Are you doing it or?
Are you chasing after him?
I'm kind of following after him.
Yes, I'm getting it done.
I
Did
didn't
you
really
even
give
tell him what it?
specific instructions?
Did you even tell him what he was looking for?
You didn't. Well, you told him that you were looking for your parents, but he has no idea who that is. He just saw 1 gold and he's like, he'll do it.
Alright, I'll chase after him and tell him, like, alright, so, my parents, like, live here, and, like, give them, like, the address, and it's just, like, if you see him, tell him, I don't know, tell him Carrick said they should go on a trip outside of Red City for a bit. Or going to one of...
Go to Australia like Hermione's parents.
Yes. Like, what's a safe place
Yeah, that.
and nearby that they could go to?
What?
I don't know.
You know what kind of campaign?
Like, okay, Hong.
When you gotta ask the player instead of the DM.
Come on, guys.
Do you think you could figure out the same sort of thing that we figured out for the kids with Carrick's parents?
Yeah, I can't guarantee they're going to be very comfortable out there. Do they know how to live in the woods?
I feel like it might not be the most comfortable thing, but they've also raised Carrick, so they're not totally incompetent.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Carrick. Tell him. All right. Listen. Is there a place like we're gonna have them all meet? Like the kids and the. All right. I guess we can just have some place around here hidden in like the trees or something. I don't know for them to meet in case like we get
Carrick's
separated.
parents? Meet Kai's
Yeah.
siblings. Have fun. Bye.
We can keep them here in the village. Got plenty of space now, thanks
Okay.
to the money that we've been getting in, really, and not having to worry about all those damn wolves. So, you know, it'll be great here. You know, for a little bit more of a
Okay.
staying fee.
All right, I'll give you 3 gold.
Oh, it's old. And he grabs your gold
All right.
and puts off yet again.
All right, wait. Listen. We're looking for. Listen, this is sort of under wraps, but there's like this girl. She's like a receptionist, but like
he describes Curio to him. Says
we're trying to figure out like where she is. Whatever like building or whatever she's being like kept in, and
was there anything else we needed to do to figure out information about?
yeah. And also, there was like a carriage, like a big fancy carriage, like really, really fancy. Like you'll know it when you see it. We're just trying to figure out who that was and what they're doing in Red City. So
Big.
I think that's about it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So just run in there, and check on it for us, real fast.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll put
Cool.
this to good use. We'll actually have food tomorrow. Ah, just kidding. We actually have food now.
Good.
In fact, I need to pick up some supplies anyway. And he makes his way down again.
There's a little bit of MILF
Well.
creeping into that accent there.
Well, guys, he's gonna go check for us.
Meanwhile, Chloe's halfway up the wall.
Good.
Hey, Chloe, he's gonna go check for us.
Oh god, what is
Chloe's
this
still
doing now?
climbing up the wall.
Yes, well, she's probably quite close to the wall. Top of the wall.
Carrie's gonna keep try to climb up the wall with Chloe and just say,
Hey, Chloe. Someone's going to check it.
he'll say it in Draconic. The second
What?
time.
There's a guy in the village, the Sobe village, the wolf place. I gave him 3 gold. He's gonna go look for all that stuff for us because he's not a wanted criminal. And he'll give us the information.
How long's it gonna take?
How long does it take? How long will it take, Blink?
How long will it take, indeed? You just sent a man with 4 gold into
You
it.
don't know, Chloe's kind of on the worried side. Okay, Then she looks down the wall.
We could climb up to the top and see what he's doing from here.
You cannot. This is a very big city.
Ah.
I mean,
Well,
unless you
If
scale
the
wall
rope
all the
up
way.
here like this. Sure, back down then. And Chloe just sort of waits for Carrick to move out of her way, being the single rope.
Carrick stares for a moment until he realizes what's going on, and he climbs down.
I guess we could wait for a period of time, and if we hear something from him, we could just
Kilby, can you get the rope down for us, please?
Obi gets the rope.
Chloe wraps it up nicely without untying anything, ready to jump the wall again.
I'm guessing you're waiting for him to get back, so maybe about an hour passes.
Yes, Chloe is quite restless.
An hour passes.
Chloe might have went to leave a note or something for Wolf Girl.
I'm not the only one that knows her name.
Unless you told anyone else.
I told you I didn't tell you her name.
I'm almost certain you did.
I didn't. I remember not saying it. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta figure this out. It's like Milf's name. I think you just saw it when I was
Well,
like,
can I?
what?
Maybe it's possible. I feel like you said it though, and then I feel like I compared it to Farah. I compared it out loud to the Pharaoh, Pharaohkinesis, iron,
No.
because that's the train of thought I had for some reason.
Figure eight. Awesome.
Alright, so Blink, you said after an hour or something? We're rolling survival?
No, just
Wait,
Chloe.
who's rolling survival?
You are Chloe.
Okay.
What's going on?
She went to go look for
Survival.
the
+1.
wolf girl.
Okay.
Come on, roll. Why are you not rolling? I had you roll before.
Roll.
Carrick would
Don't
normally
tell
join Chloe, but instead he stays in case the guy comes back because he wants to know about his parents.
When you come to this
Well, that's a
area
3.
looking for her, you don't see any wolves in this area at all.
She wasn't expecting to see any wolves.
Not with that roll you weren't.
I wasn't anyway.
Why didn't you bring the foresty boy along with you who could track that number of wolves that might have gone through the area?
Or the person who's already tracked her down within the past week.
All Chloe was doing was go. She is feeling restless. She can't sit still for an hour, so she went for a walk and with an idea in her head. She wasn't taking anyone with her because of what her own plan was. She just had, I need to do something. I can't stand around waiting. I've got this thing to do. I'll go do it. That's why she didn't take anyone with her. It was up to them to come with her.
Yes.
But she didn't say anything about where she was going. She just walked off.
Carrick did not come. Well, Carrick would have come up and asked her like where she's going.
For a walk.
Where the hell that was?
You don't have to worry
Yes,
about
we got people.
I don't know how to roleplay people I don't know, so we'll just say that the kids are confused and the parents are incredibly concerned.
Wait,
Why
what?
is there a small child in the forest?
What's going on?
I'm guessing Carrick's parents are meeting two boys?
Well, the village
Yes.
elder
For some reason?
to keep them in the village for you guys.
Yes. And
I
Carrick
thought-
said, yes, do that.
Yeah, I thought you guys said yeah.
Okay,
The
so
boy should already be in the forest.
Carrick's parents are here.
Ah, the boys are. Didn't you tell them to go somewhere safe? Okay, well, I guess we'll say the boys are gone.
Before we came back to the cabin, Kaiza and I dropped them off in a safe place in the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Which I expect would have been relayed to the people who were living with Taizan and the boys.
Okay.
So then there we go. Your parents are here.
Like, how did you find them? Just like, don't ask questions. You gave me like 3 gold.
If there is money and
What did you think was gonna happen?
Will be achieved.
Chloe at this point would be probably walking back.
Hey guys, sorry, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Can you just like stay here where it's like safer or whatever for a little bit?
I'm not gonna butcher
Yeah,
your
that's-
interpretation of you.
Okay.
So we'll no.
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll just say that they're confused deeply, but they trust you, so they're gonna go into the village. And so is the other village elder. I'm gonna wave and give you a hug and just say,
Right.
"Be safe, son."
Okay. So, what happens next?
Wait, did he figure out where Kiryu was?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, we need to ask that thing.
And the carriage. Convoy of carriages.
We did ask him that.
There's. You were asking about a young woman with blonde hair, right?
Yeah.
She wouldn't happen to be about yay tall and very pretty.
I mean,
We're assuming
really
that's
my
Kiryu's
type.
height that is yay tall, Blanc.
Yeah, that is exactly her height. What he's doing his hand gesture to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of mediocre at best, honestly.
Because it's visibly worried.
She might.
Yeah.
What's up?
Lets out a deep breath. She appears to be making a bit of a spectacle in the middle of the courtyard. I'm not sure what's going on, but whoever this new guy is seems to be shouting some things out and having her on display.
Aizon is
Okay.
frantically scaling the wall and
Rope
hopping
now.
buildings.
Chloe holds out the rope
Yeah.
for Kilby to fly up.
Yeah, Kaiser's
new
already
guy.
gone.
Who's the new guy? Is he the guy that came in the thing?
I don't know, but he was wearing some very fancy clothes and very threatening.
Oh.
Please
So how
do
long
not-
Do you
does
happen
it
to
take
see
Kaizen to
the,
get there?
What?
Do you happen to see that guild leader guy anywhere?
Guild leader guy?
The blue-haired dude?
I
Yeah,
don't
by
know.
chance. Alright. Well, anything, thanks. You can go now.
Clicks his heels and scampers away with his 3 gold.
Run away?
Soon as Kilby puts the rope up such that it's secure, Chloe almost runs up the wall.
I won't be an asshole.
How long does it take Kaizen to get there?
To the middle? About 30 minutes. The sun's starting to go down a little bit. You can start to hear a little
Even as he's being, like, frantic?
frantic.
Like, adrenaline?
Maybe about 10 minutes if that's the case.
Okay.
Once Chloe's up on the wall, then she starts. Yeah, she figures out the closest set of stairs to get down, and then she pretty much runs to the square as well.
We'll say that Naveen and Chris Faith are hanging out in the village as well, just for continuity.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Hong and Carrick are following.
Yeah, they'll go with you.
Yeah, same. Hong's just kind of hanging back.
My next question is: Does Chloe's rope get retrieved?
Rope?
As a question. Yes.
Did you ask the rope to be retrieved?
Nope.
Then it probably didn't get retrieved then.
Goodbye, rope.
As you all make it to the center of town, there's a large crowd. And there is a man up top, silver hair, just yelling down to the crowd, saying something along the lines of, This person here will die by the next day if I don't get my answer. Who killed the Lord of the Land? One of you surely knows something about this. There's no reward. There's only punishments.
So where is Kiryu exactly?
She's right next to this man. He's on top of like it's
That's a decent insight.
it's like a deck kind of thing. Like it was kind of
And
constructed.
how heavily is she guarded?
It seems like just this man, but there is like a bunch of people around you. Actually, no.
And
no,
how...
There's.
how...
Oh, go ahead. There is some guards on both.
And
sides.
how...
They are from the capital.
Okay.
It seems from what they're wearing.
And how strong is this? Does this man look?
Roll an insight. Chloe can tell that this man
Yep,
is absolutely like he is a warmonger as far as you can tell from what he looks like. Like this guy is no stranger to combat.
Is it someone we could deal with?
All of you together? Yeah, sure. However, there
Are we
is...
all together?
Yeah, you are.
Causing a scene in the middle of the courtyard doesn't seem like a good idea, though.
I will.
Crystal
he
with
has
all his
Two of us
spells.
are recognized as vigilantes.
As
I-
you-
Also,
think,
next question. How far away is he from Chloe?
maybe about a good 30, 40 feet away. Like the crowd's kind of like making a big hole, like pushing you guys back. And there's a couple of guards on both sides of the thing. I'm gonna retcon that because he would definitely have guards around him. There's a couple of guards like on the sides of like this deck that he's standing on top of. And Kiryu's eyes are just they're blindfolded and he's got like a sword close to her.
I'd like to say that Carrick is definitely still wearing his glasses.
Carrick is in disguise.
How wise does he seem, too?
He seems pretty wise. An intelligent guy. But as you guys are looking him over, he shoots a glance over to you, Chloe. And gives you like this really grimace smile.
Oh. Wait, so I know him? What?
Do you?
I don't know. I'm now going through backstory. Where is he from? He's from the capital. Do you tell me I knew? I know about Yellow City.
Yeah.
And a little bit about the kingdom in general.
There's more context to that, but I'm not going to retcon it because this actually works perfectly.
So I don't know who he is.
As far as you know, you have no idea who he is.
Does he at least resemble the rest of the royal family that Chloe would at least know some of them?
He does not resemble a royal family.
Maybe he is their general of the army.
And you see that crowd? Just like that, everything comes into play. Come on up to the stage, everybody. What's that?
Wait, what just happened?
He addresses the crowd and says, just like that. Come on up to the stage.
Just like what?
I don't know.
Wait. Okay.
And he invites you up to the stage.
Us?
Sounds like he invited everyone.
He did.
Everyone in the entire crowd.
Yep.
He did not.
It was quite clearly to us.
The crowd's kind of like looking to you guys as he like points his sword over to you all. I'm curious, kind of sweats.
Kaizen will step to the stage without hesitation. Hesitant.
You there, boy. You're the hero of Red City, right? You're gonna help us find out who caused this attack, right?
I'm no hero, but I'd like to know just about as much as you would.
I expected as much. You seem like a very intelligent person. Right?
Chloe is slowly following behind Red.
Take a
Don't be
walk
shy, Chloe. Come on up. We just want the answers, the truth. We don't want little. And he puts his hands on Kiryu's cheek and he caresses a little bit. We don't want little Kiryu to actually be hurt, right?
And what answers can we give you exactly?
Well,
And how do you know
have-
Chloe's name?
Obviously, we have some sort of connection here. I guess that answers both questions. Red? He's after that.
Yeah, it's never actually been brought up, but Kaizen actually hates that name.
Would you call yourself Red at any point? Because if not, then he would call you Kaizen.
Hey, what's your name?
No. He's never called himself Red.
Well, then, yeah, I can call you Kaiser.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm actually kind of hurt. You haven't heard of moi? General John. Nice to make your acquaintance. No relation to Jonathan, by the way.
Good.
Looks nothing like him.
That I do not lie. I can tell you that we would like to know just as much as pretty much everyone else here who killed the Lord.
Trust me. I know. He'll move his hand from Kiryu. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Why
Touch your cheek. This is
are
weird.
you keeping up with this farce? Why are you allowing this to be a go ahead?
He drops that prissy, royalty kind of, not royalty, but like high, what are they called?
Nobility.
Nobility guys, and just says, "You know where Zayaku is. Find him." And then he pulls up his sword a little bit.
Why would we know where he
closer
is?
to Kiryu's neck.
Do that. We need her.
Listen, Shady Man just shows up. Like, I'm surprised you guys haven't met him. Doesn't he just show up every time you're walking past, like, a certain number of trees? Like, once every 100th tree, he just drops down and tells you something weird?
Weird, I'm not that lucky.
That's what he does, right?
You guys must be very
Dang.
lucky to have run into him this many times. Don't
I
worry,
mean,
he'll be
Just
here
staring
tomorrow.
at him.
Be able to find him. We need.
You're not gonna sleep in the grass, are you?
You want us to be able to find him? Her go. Let her come with us.
Not gonna happen. You see, she's actually wanted for treason. So even if we do get out of this, she is gonna have to go get locked up somewhere. But
What'd
don't
she
worry,
do?
we'll treat her with the utmost respect. A beautiful lady like that needs some sort of delicate touch. Wouldn't you agree, Red? Oh, I'm sorry, Kaizen. He says Kaizen.
Okay. How much of that would set Chloe off in terms of... yeah.
That's unfortunately a close question.
Kaizen is like,
Terrifying.
I mean, how much of that is throwing up red flags more than what my insight is?
Well, we'll say if we take
So-
that insight, then red flags all over.
As in, my personal insight.
how exactly
The flags
is
all around?
Kiryu-
Okay.
How exactly is Kiryu restrained right now? And is she, like, tied to anything?
Handcuffs behind her back, not tied up to anything, with a blindfold on her eyes. She's not saying anything, though, even in response to your voices.
And so, like, is this, from, like, whatever Kaizen can tell, glancing her up and down, is this the real Kiryu?
Roll an insight?
Okay. Oh, that's an
Kirk?
investigation. Whoops. Hold on.
What?
That's not it.
Ugh.
Insight. 15?
Kirk inches a little closer. Kirk looks up, looks over at her, kind of goes up, says, just loudly. So she's being totally unresponsive to them, right?
Right.
Here we go.
Kirk
Does anyone-
walks up and says,
Can I take all these request papers?
Did you say anything in response?
Oh, damn it, I don't know what to... Too many spells, too much usefulness for it. Yes, which one do I use? Which order did I use them in?
As you're thinking about which spell to use, he's looking at you with a smile, waiting for what you're about to do.
Okay, it says command, there's compelled heal, there's detect poison and disease, there's sanctuary, there's shield of faith. But no, she's looking at him and just dead in the eye, just not twitching to what anyone else is saying.
I mean, if you actually want to get
Secured.
this over
No.
with, we can just execute Kiryu here and now. I apologize for making everybody
You-
wait.
No, not... Well, we make sure she is within 5 feet of Kiryu.
He's got his
Kaizen's
eyes on
just
your
glaring at this man. Like, not any more intensely than he was earlier, but there's...
Chloe doesn't have
drastically-
a sword out. It is definitely behind, still stowed, but her shield is there.
Kaizen's had, like, his hand on the hilt of his greatsword this entire time, just resting there.
Uh-huh.
You know, because it's just, like, at his waist, so it's just kind of like a natural place to rest your hand, but also...
Chloe doesn't have her hand on her sword. She has her shield there.
I thought you guys
You
were the
said this
heroes
is-
of Red City. You can't track down one, man.
I already
Not
told you, I'm
when
a hero.
you have our only means of tracking him down in front of everyone and threatening to execute her.
The only
Yeah,
way
she's kind of important.
The only way to drag out a chronal is to make a spectacle. Well, that or track them down.
Not
Then-
one like Sai. If you're not careful, he might find you when you're...
Isn't this guy like the Thieves
Yeah.
Guild like guy? Why would he just like come out to some chick? You know?
I don't know. I guess I'll just keep killing Thieves Guild members until I find the right person to kill. But you know,
Dang,
what?
you've been
Finding
killing them.
someone-
Like, if he hasn't come out yet, why would he come out now?
That's a great question.
If
I guess I should
those
just get rid of her now, huh?
would agree with Sai and have helped him count as Thieves Guild, then I suppose you could call us that.
When you say I agree with Zai, he cuts you off and says, "Da-da-da-da. I don't want to have to arrest you. After all, Siegfried seems to be covering for you guys for some reason. I guess I should too, since you get things done. Daru and Ray, of course." Yeah, I know about that.
I can still be using... Ugh!
Gosh dang it, I hate having two characters.
Oh, he's not backing down still.
Hmm.
Mm. Ah!
A little bit of blood pools on the sword as it digs a little deeper into her neck. Well, you're holding on to that sword, big man. Go ahead and cut me.
will leave. Casting command on him.
Oh,
The spell
oh no.
goes towards him, and you can feel it dissipate around him as it hits him. Is that the best you got?
She shoulder barges him.
Okay.
Damn.
What you gonna do?
God damn it.
What do you want me to roll?
What are you trying to do? Just a...
Shoulder barge him.
Oh, well then...
Push him.
Roll strength.
No.
Guess I should roll a contesting strength. Definitely not gonna be higher than that. So yeah, he does kind of get knocked back a little bit. He's like, "Whoa, you do have fight in you." Wow, Kiryu, you made some great friends, huh? Oh wait, they're just acquaintances from the guild. Sorry. And you see the guards around you getting a little antsy, looking at you.
Hey, listen. You said you're like a general guy, right?
He holds his hand up to
Chloe.
like,
It seems. It seems.
Chloe,
It
Chloe
sounds like,
then. As this is actually, I should do this as Carrick's talking. Like
it
this.
sounds like you think you have a good idea of how to handle this situation, but you also seem to think that maybe we do too. So why don't we just see which of us is stronger? We just have a little non-lethal tussle here, and if we win, you let us settle it our way.
he walks over closer to you, Carrick, and he bends over looking down at you into your, I guess, mole eyes now. He says, "If a
He
general
stares
makes
deeply.
his actions based on one man, he is failing the entire team."
Now that Chloe has Kiryu, she just walks out.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. He has a smug look as he watches you walk away, and then he just looks at Red. Gonna run away too?
Oh, I am not running away. I'm removing your hostage.
You say that again?
I am not running away. I'm removing your hostage. But
I'd like to see you try.
that was a reason for sanctuary.
Oh, I didn't even see that part. Oh, I didn't even see
Yep.
that part at all.
That's a reason for sanctuary.
Hmm.
What does Sanctuary do again? What's exactly?
Makes it harder for people to attack you.
Then 3 guards will surround you and Kiryu, as the general just sits back and starts laughing a bit.
Okay, so
I almost want to let you take her so we can see where you take her to. But I'm afraid that I
Use-
can't do that. What'd you say?
Would be useful to us and you.
One more time.
What's going on?
You're just
Would
too
it
low.
be useful to us And to you, if you would.
Yeah, but that's not how I do things.
Why?
Just help me! Help me!
Why wouldn't it be useful? Like it sounds like that gets you exactly what you wanted. I mean, if you think you're like really strong and stuff, you could just like take her back as soon as we find out the information you're looking for. I mean,
I'm sure my guards would have no problem taking her back. But I'd rather keep things civil. Isn't that right, folks? He addresses the crowd, who are just still in shock, like...
what do you mean civil?
Shouldn't that mean you'd let us go without any more of the fight?
Afraid I
You
can't
should
do that.
know that I won't back down.
Don't you know the blood of a noble is worth
What?
thousands of lives?
Then you would think it'd take figuring out who killed them seriously.
What do you think I'm doing?
I know a satyr who would think otherwise.
Well, from what I'm seeing, you're standing on a podium with some girl that knew a guy that may have been responsible for something, but you're not really sure and you don't know where he is. And this is your only lead, and you're talking about how you're gonna like get rid of her and luring people here. I'm assuming you've kind of been doing this with like everyone, like every single one of the people.
I wouldn't expect a lizard folk to get it. After all, your intelligence of your species is quite a bit lower than humans, so try to keep up. We do things
Don't
to get results.
you dare.
But yeah, I'm comparing results.
He starts walking up.
What results?
Bends down and says,
Uh-huh.
To Chloe, not to you.
Chloe has no answer. She's just silently, kind of fuming at him. Direct in his eye, unflinching.
Aizen's
you
grip
don't-
on
you-
his sword like tightens a bit.
So if I'm so like simple-minded and I don't understand, you can explain it to me, right? Because you're smart.
I would like for you to teach an ant how merchants trade, or perhaps a bunny rabbit on how to do math. It's just beyond your comprehension, unfortunately. However, Chloe, here's the deal. You hand her back to me, and her life may live on for a lot longer than one day. Or we have our snipers on top of the roof just take out the both of you.
Are we still silent?
Ong speaking to you all telepathically again.
Aizen is just thinking really hard while glaring at this man like with all the fire of hell.
I'm not sure how to put this, but it seems quite clear that Chloe is completely ignoring you. Sorry. If you want to know why, look at my flaws.
Oh.
I'm starting to wonder if this is really the most appropriate music for this.
It's certainly helping me keep Chloe from outright attacking.
Probably.
Kaizen won't stop you.
Kirik was just trying to ask this man a question.
And instead, he's been insulting you and threatening quite some harm to Kiryu.
I don't know if this fits until it plays, but here we go.
I did,
Yeah, Chloe is still directly in his eye when he's looking at her.
I feel like we've just kind of frozen time at this point, huh?
I've kind of exhausted what Chloe's going to do. It's kind of on everyone else at the minute. But Chloe is quite clearly not backing down about her. Kirik is coming now.
I'm just going through everything that I could possibly do in this situation. Huh.
I have no idea what Veritas would think about this particular thing.
I'm checking. Oh. I'm checking.
Yeah, for me, I can't really do much more at this stage. I need the situation to evolve a bit.
Huh. I don't know how to... Okay, Eric,
Wait, what?
Blink is exhausted.
What?
Can you tell us some information about what all's happened? How did this end up? How did she end up here? Why was she apprehended? Like, how did you all figure out she was like a traitor or whatever?
Bonk, you're muted.
Yeah, if Blink's been saying anything for the past 2 minutes, I haven't heard anything.
Son of a bitch. I was telling you guys to ignore the exhaustion thing.
I feel like maybe I said something before and you didn't know or something, but yeah. What, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he says, "Can somebody please explain to this snake person, sorry, lizard folk, I'm trying to not say the wrong terms here, of course. What's going on here?"
Chloe's eyes narrow at him.
You see like a human walking up to you. I'm sorry, one of the city residents walking up to you, treating you like your child and trying to explain it to
What kind of hat are they wearing? Are they wearing a hat?
you. It's where at.
Sort of.
I want their name to be Cole with a really fabulous hat.
Their name is now Cole, and they have a very fancy, fabulous feathery hat.
Yes,
Nice hat.
I brought it's Cole into the D&D game.
It's a mushroom-looking hat.
Nice hat.
It says thank you.
Was he explaining to me though?
Oh, he's just explaining to you that Kiryu was captured because she was in contact with the Thieves Guild and probably planned this whole thing out. And now she is getting executed publicly to draw out the person responsible.
Are we able to return telepathic communication too?
You are not.
I didn't think so. But isn't this the first time you've actually utilized your telepathic ability?
No, I did in the last session too. Not the last mini session with Kaizan.
For Chloe, it is the first time. So, it under normal circumstances, Chloe would be quite weirded out. Right now, he is showing no signs. Yeah, if someone telepathically communicated to Chloe in pretty much any other situation, she would have made something. Something obviously, this is weird, what's going on. Someone talking into your brain is not normal.
Yes. It's like, don't worry about it, Chloe. Listen, we're gonna get this guy. She's like, that must be my conscience. I don't need that.
Yeah, she knows enough that it is from someone who is possibly the most level-headed right now. Still not backing down though. I'm looking into this floor.
It's not to be interesting.
An interest.
Kaizen will openly ask someone to use detect magic. Just kind of like call out for it.
He will look at you with a smile. Tieflings are smart. Incredible.
Kaizen's gaze just kind of squints at him a little bit.
Tell me, Mr. Tiefling, Kaizen, what gave you that conclusion?
Well, given that you're putting on a spectacle like this and leaving your hostage, quote unquote, relatively, free, it seems like a high risk to be putting on a show like this. You could have been a lot more careful.
Let's just say that I'm pretty confident in my abilities.
Does anyone use detect magic? Because
Oh, he doesn't have it.
No one here has it, unless Carrick
what?
does.
I could have sworn somebody had used it at one
Yeah,
time.
Naveen.
Oh yeah,
God
Navin
damn
always
it.
has it or something.
Chris Faith doesn't.
God damn it.
Chris Faith doesn't have any spells but heal wounds.
Why does nobody have detect magic?
Because I'm a ranger.
I thought
I
Chloe
can't-
had.
No.
I can.
No, that's right.
Like-
She has like the.
I think she can learn it. She can use it, but no, she does not have it prepared.
You know,
She has to
she
take
can-
poison and disease, protection from an evil and good, command, compel duel, cure wounds, sanctuary, shield of faith, and thunderous smite.
Yeah, that's it. She had the one, the how she could tell the fiend was in the sword. That one. She has that.
Yes, that's
Not detect magic.
that is divine sense, and she doesn't think that it's going to be any use right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Damn.
I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, technically, I have 3 out of 4 spells prepared, and I don't have a 4th spell selected.
I'll allow it if
But-
that's what you want to do.
And I don't know what good it would really even do at this point. I mean, even if I did do it, just make this guy probably more suspicious or whatever.
More suspicious.
I think at this
Okay.
point we just need to move things along.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I don't know how he could be any more suspicious of us,
yeah.
since he seems to think we had something to do with this.
More so, my question is, what do we have to gain from it? I mean, I guess we'd know if there's magic in the air.
Specifically targeted at Kiryu. See if she's 100% legitimately Kiryu. Or if there's
Alright.
if there's any kind of spell placed over her that keeps her unresponsive somehow. Or, just in general.
Alright. So, Blink, you did say you're okay with this.
Yeah, if that's the skull you want to use to it.
Whilst you're thinking of that, lay on hands. 5 points can cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
Alright, the wound
But
on
does
her
it do
neck
anything
heals
about
up.
spells?
Well, I'm saying I'm going. That could also be a thing. I'm not actually using it. Sorry, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Well, knowledge! Ha!
I was going. If anyone suggests something like that, then Chloe will likely do it.
Would Chloe do it anyways, just because the wound on her neck?
She has got other thoughts at the minute, unfortunately.
God.
Alright, give me a second here, Ed.
Like, he'll say that after no one else kind of steps up. And he'll pull out, trying to think of how to word this.
Magnifying glass?
Yeah, let's,
Dowsing rod.
let's say Carrick pulls out he pulls out a weird gadget, just like a stick with kind of pieces of metal, like prongs on kind of the top of it, and he pulls out an actual bizarre kind of a magnifying glass. It's just kind of big, and he pulls a piece of glass to fit into it out of like his other pocket, and kind of works it into like the slots of it. Actually, yeah, and he'll pull out some of his like powder and like pour some water and like kind of powder over the top part of the thing with like prongs, and kind of rub it in, and he'll give it a tap with the magnifying glass, and a kind of a little bit of a magical spark emanates from it. And he presses the magnifying glass on top of it and kind of brings it around in a circle, like, and as he does so, it gives a kind of a shake, like a recoil almost, as he kind of brings it up and brings it to like his eyes, and just looks around, and it has like unlike a normal magnifying glass, it has almost like when you look through it, everything has a blue tint to it, and let's say like it's this energy kind of swirling around the parts, like the circle of it now, and there's like green energy, and anything that shows up will show up. It's kind of like a different color to kind of represent the sort of magic it is, if it is there. And he'll also pull out something to some kind of little yeah, I think that's good enough for now. We'll go with that.
As this blue energy goes out from the magnifying glass, it pulls around the area, and then you noticeably see it swirl around John as it gets to him. Like, it doesn't even reach him, it swirls around him, and then it just goes everywhere else. But you're not detecting much magic in this area.
So he seems to be the source of it?
He's got
And nothing
anti-magic field around.
specific.
Or something is protecting him.
Yeah.
He's got some form of anti-magic or something on him.
Hey Hong, what's she thinking? Can Hong, you know, since he's doing his telepathy thing, can he like actively hear Red think that, or?
No.
No,
That's what I asked before!
I wasn't.
it doesn't
listening, I
go
was
two ways.
occupied. Probably
So
say
there's
it out
nothing-
loud.
There's no energy
whisper
coming
it.
from around.
Hong's not going to use his
there you
detect
go.
thoughts to figure out what's going on, though, because he can only use that once per long rest.
Fair.
Was there anything going on with Kiryu at all?
Chloe still has her. Chloe is staring down the captain.
Nope.
Chloe is not paying too much attention to Kiryu to figure out anything with her.
A tear falls from her eye onto your hands.
I'm trying to think of the perfect name for Carrick to call this person. Hmm. Hmm. What is like an insulting thing for like a guy on a stage? Like a
Hey, guy on
performer.
the stage. Fuck you.
Chloe wraps her wings around Kiryu as best she can to sort of try and help protect her more.
I can't think of anything good. I'm just gonna say, what do you call the person at the start of the play? Is there another word for like narrator that just sounds more offensive? Like obviously this person is doing a play.
Commentator?
I don't think so.
Even if it's like an old Shakespearean like title for just like this guy's what a laugh.
I don't think so. No. Though women weren't allowed on stage. But...
Alright, well, it seems like there's a magical force kind of surrounding, Stage Man. Drama Guy.
There you go.
Surrounding Drama Guy.
Hey Blanc, would it be fair to call him the kingdom's dog?
Wait, what?
Would it be fair to call him the kingdom's dog?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He is definitely the kingdom's guard dog.
Guard dog or what character can I think of being referred to as a dog other than guard dog?
This has become less figuring out the situation and more just being annoyed at this guy and coming up with stupid nicknames for him.
I'm sorry.
Because the kingdom's like the dog of the kingdom, someone who is like a lapdog, there to do their bidding and with nothing else, regardless of what it is.
Alright, so we know there's a magical energy like protecting him probably or empowering him or something like that.
Something that's being hidden by that's hidden from divination magic. And also spells that directly affect him. The command didn't work. Enchantment spells do not work on him.
Watch, my demon sword actually has anti-magic capabilities.
This is just a stalemate at the minute.
Yeah, who is? Oh.
It would have ended a while ago. If
Okay.
we thinking about something.
So,
But
Kaizen will, without breaking eye contact with this man, or without stopping glaring at him, will tell Chloe to put down Kiryu.
Chloe makes no move to do anything.
He will break contact. He will stop glaring at the man. Will shoot like a very serious look at Chloe. His eyes practically glowing. He just says, "Do it."
Chloe continues looking at him.
What's going on here? Making a play there, boy? Sorry, I forgot we don't call you that anymore. I'm so sorry.
Kaizen will snarl. Say, and then straighten himself up and just say, "Don't want her to get hurt is all."
Let me help you. Chloe, you have 5 seconds to bring her back on stage close to me. I'm gonna make the command myself to put it in.
Chloe walks up back to the stage, but doesn't put her down.
He looks down to you with a sadistic smirk and says 5, 4, 3.
You certainly are drama, man.
What can I say? I like my drama.
Shield of faith on her.
Doesn't that only work on you?
No, on anyone I can touch. In fact, anyone within 60 feet of me. But it's on and Kiryu specifically.
He'll look in your eyes, smiling, thinking what's going to happen next. He's excited to see what's going to happen next.
Chloe is staring him direct in the eye. Unflinching.
Carrick walks up, sees Chloe doing this. Carrick stares him directly in the eyes too, but he doesn't blink.
Oh, Chloe's shapeshifted away her eyelids. At one point, she's not blinking either. At all.
She's just licking her eyes for moisture instead.
No. Well, technically she's got to clear a film over her eyes.
Yeah,
But still.
it's just
Still, she hasn't been blinking either. She is doing the entire stare at him.
Please allow me a moment to not prepare something that I wasn't prepared for.
How much has Chloe been able to cover of Kiryu with her wings, though?
We'll say you got her in like that hug thing that you did beforehand. Like you got her wrapped around her. Good amount. Like if you had a feather
So,
in
Blink,
your hand.
I just looked at this whole area with a magnifying glass. What areas are the guards least concentrated on?
I will say for that you would roll an I mean, investigation. Perception.
Okay.
as you can tell, they seem to be even on all sides.
More so, if we were to, for example, jump off this podium and run, how would they try to chase us? Which direction? Would they just dive in the middle, or?
Well, with how many people are in the crowd, you're not exactly sure, but you do know that there's at least some people you have to run through in order for you to get out.
Sure, it's a shame we can't fly.
Looks to Kilby. How much can you carry?
Being a tiny being, not much.
Also, with enough of his words he said now, I'm quite certain that Veritas wouldn't like him either.
Perhaps not.
Chloe is not at all reigning against her god's tenants at the minute. Well, the true villain is standing in front of her at this time.
Yes.
Well, true villain at this point.
Carrick just pulls out a Glock and shoots him.
Conflict over everybody.
Just pick
Still,
up.
he counted down to 1. What is he doing from now?
Well, time is frozen right there. He's just looking.
Yeah. Look at my DMs.
Oh, damn.
I want to point out, if we do something, I do have a spell called Grease, which slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into difficult terrain for the duration. When the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. But we'd have to be very specific about how we use it.
Indeed, you would.
It can cover 10 feet.
Well, if my stubbornness to not leave hasn't told anyone, if you want Chloe to leave Kiri behind, you would have to knock her out.
I don't think anyone here has intention of leaving Kiryu behind.
Yeah. It's starting to seem that way.
Like
John
for Chloe to leave. For Chloe to leave Kiryu this second, she would have to be unconscious. Like, she's not letting Kiryu go until they're out of the city. But I think.
Chloe's gonna get hurt.
John's gonna very slowly raise his hand. Still hanging on that one. Slower than it would be in the 1 second that this is happening.
If only the cold hits would work to also sever limbs.
No.
You don't want to do that.
Sudden thought. Why do I feel like I'm the only one here who hasn't watched Samurai Jack?
Because I haven't watched Samurai Jack.
Okay, I'm not the only one then.
Dang, does that make me the only person here that has watched Samurai Jack now? Dang.
I've watched
got?
it, but it's been a long time. Like, since it was still on Cartoon Network, or, like, once it came out on DVD. Man, it was still on DVD.
Did you see season 5?
What?
released
Watching a
this
show? Samurai Jack?
Yeah.
Only Blanc will know what my context is.
I don't.
It was recent, it was like rated M.
Buster doesn't know anymore.
If you want, we can stop it with them ending on one and beating the sword.
I'm
What's that? Go to sleep.
No.
2 hours ago.
Nah.
Don't shoot on me.
Oh no, it's too late. I have to be up in like 4 hours.
Oh god, no. We need to end it now. I'm sorry.
I can end it right now.
Oh no. Don't kill yourself, Cosmo.
But as another point, if Chloe is prepared to just run as soon as she gets a way to leave, if that makes sense.
I do happen to have Thunderwave. So if that makes any difference, the only thing is that would attack everyone within a 15 feet range of me.
Except for the general because of his magic field.
Yeah.
Attacking
Except for
everyone
him.
but him.
But
I can
technically
end
could
this-
get us through a crowd.
Alright, I'm ending it.
Then we'd be running.
Kaizen shouts, "Run!" as his body is enveloped by, like, crimson lightning. And in a blink of an eye, he is gone, Kiryu out of Chloe's arms, and they're both just nowhere to be seen.
What the fuck? Guards, kill them!
Hey, Chloe wasn't
So I guess
expecting
we're
that.
I guess we're running now, okay?
So does
Yep.
Chloe take any kind of damage since, you know, Kaizen had to, like, rip Kiryu from Chloe's arms at lightning speed? That's why I wanted Chloe to put down Kiryu.
We'll say she gets knocked down as you do that, unless she rolls a strength higher than 20. Strength save. You're a paladin.
Strength save.
Higher.
That's the same.
Yeah, you don't get knocked down.
Oh.
You get knocked back.
Which is enough for Chloe to go. And whoop,
Yeah.
she takes the dodge action and starts legging it.
No more than a quarter.
Interesting.
Why?
I'm guessing you're all gonna. Where are you running to? If you don't mind my DM nosiness.
Run to
Oh,
the
that's-
edge of the forest, god damn it. We can get lost in there. I'm
So-
telling you this telepathically so that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yep. If
Okay.
like Chloe was going to run roughly towards the gate, roughly towards the slums initially, but the second she's told where,
Okay, so instead of doing this, okay, so did we manage to break through the crowd?
You are making your way through. I'm getting something real quick so that you're not gonna get away unscathed, unfortunately. But you are gonna get away. We brought it over.
if Chloe needs to shoulder barge her way through the public, she will.
You did give the guards the order to kill you guys, so I'm pretty sure they're like, trying to get out of your way into.
I just hope Kiryu doesn't get whiplash.
What's the extent of Hong's telepathy? Like, how many people can he talk to at once?
It should say it on the thing.
Let's say in it. If it doesn't have a limit on it, it doesn't have a limit on it.
I guess not.
I'm just gonna say one thing as this happens. Like, so just following up what Carrick had just said before, and then like right as Red goes to do this, Carrick just looks like his pupils just seem to sink into Drama Guy's eyes. And he just says,
You stupid fuck.
Dead.
Oh yes, I also
I mean,
forgot a crucial
at this-
part. The instant before, like just a split second between when he yells "run" and he disappears, he activates the black smoke.
Huh. Interesting choice.
Ooh.
so, my comment was right in between this, like right as he's about to say like run or like whatever, like as he's going to grab them. So my idea is that he has that moment of where he's just speechless because this just happened in front of him.
Cosby, what are your priorities currently as you do that?
Well, my priority is to get Kiryu out of there, but I wanted to like activate it real quick and then deactivate, just kind of leave like a brief smoke screen that would cover my teammates' escapes. But if I had to choose one, it would be to just take Kiryu and run.
I mean, in being a red lightning god, essentially, in teleporting away with something is kind of covering our escape a bit.
Are you a red lightning god?
Yeah. So that's the case. Alright, cool. As the black smoke goes everywhere, everyone's disoriented, and half the crowd's scared out of their mind. But everything seems interestingly okay. As far as your escape goes, you're all going unscathed as you collect Kiryu and run out of the village into the, I mean not village, rather, like the thing, into the forest perhaps.
Yes. Go to the forest.
Yes.
And of course the
Ooh.
last thing you guys hear as you run away is, what the hell killed them all?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it doesn't really matter where she is at the minute. Look, she's there.
Thus,
As a point, I've been looking at my character sheet and not roll 22 with Airbus, so I haven't been able to. I wasn't seeing what your telepathic communique were.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Block. Why do you have a MIDI region map on the region map?
Map on map on map on map.
In the roughly top right corner,
Blink is muted. Okay.
Wait.
where we came from.
Oh,
You were for a
Oh.
moment.
I
Yeah.
said you just noticed that. I
Yes.
got bored, so I just put it up there. But yes, that's inconsequential. It's not actually on the map.
I know. I'm just going. Why did you forget this? Why are you doing this to my perfectionist brain?
I'm not sorry. But yes, you all make it to the forest unscathed, as the rest of Red City is left wondering, why am I so afraid right now? And the general wants blood. You all make it out of the city, feeling as though your ties have been severed even more with the city that you have loved, maybe once upon a time. Maybe you could save it, maybe not. But Kiryu, who seems to be the key to all of this, is in your hands. What will happen next? Meow. Because you're all paying attention.
I feel like that was quite a big plot point there.
Yeah, it definitely is now. Did we just... So have we all met up in the forest together?
I assume that everybody else was
Has
running
Kaizen
together.
gone?
I don't know about Kaizen.
Well, I mean, if Hong did his telepathy thing, then
Yeah, I guess Hong
I
would know
mean,
where to...
Kaizen, yeah, he was running.
Yeah, Kaizen would
You would have had to be within 60 feet.
Oh, well, yeah, he is actually.
Okay,
He
cool.
was when it happened.
Oh, yes.
Do we have Kiryu here?
Yes, you do. Well, I mean, with Red. But I'm pretty sure Red's around you.
Red does. Yeah.
Or he'll find you at the very least.
Do we get to long rest now?
Medicine checking our Kiryu.
At the very least, Red knows where Hong would go.
Yeah, they were forest
Yeah.
buddies for a while.
And he knows that Hong would tell them to go to the forest.
Yeah.
Because he knows that Hong has telepathic stuffs
I will say until you
from
guys...
the last session.
Ability.
For right now, no. Although it is getting late. But yeah, no long rest for this end of, I guess, session now.